So as a baby, I had tuberculosis, and this became very significant later because it became the reason why I couldn't have children, because tuberculosis, and people don't know this these days, but it would migrate from the lungs to the
Right.
organs,
Mm.
and then became dormant. So my tuberculosis raised its head again when I was in my early 20s, and then I had investigation, and it was found out that it was impossible for me to have children. But I already knew. Even when was with like-minded people, like more free-thinking, alternative people,
Mm.
they were all having kids. Yeah, so it was like I had to be really positive and interested in the kids, and I was. I loved their kids, but I didn't just have I didn't have the kind of gut feeling about it. So it was thrown in my face, and now it's grandkids. So, but that's okay because most of my friends have moved beyond being, because these women were identified by their motherhood. That was all.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people these days are still identified by their grandparenthood, but a lot of the ones that have moved on are not. So my friends have all got grandkids. They're all matriarchs, but they are also sovereign humans first.
Yeah.
They're women that have done things powerful. So
It doesn't
they are my
it doesn't
friends now.
subsume your identity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're no longer defined by that role. So that went on for years that I didn't have an identity. So how many kids have you got? Oh, none. Oh, okay.
That's just
Right.
other people trying to put you in a box that means something to them, though.
Yeah, exactly. It was all about them projecting onto me because then they would realize that I'm not talking about everywhere because I've had really genuine, loving friends all the way through, but people would then project, oh, but I've never traveled. No, she's traveled, she's done this, she's lived everywhere, she's had these experiences. And I wasn't allowed to talk about those. So especially in my relatives, never allowed to mention any of my life. Even when I was writing books, or doing good things and working in communities and running organisations, I wasn't allowed to talk about it. So because their definition of who they were was so much narrower. And I think that that's really the whole thing about identity. What is your identity? Which is a big question throughout life, really, I think.